Hey! Hello everybody. Who's in his house ready to cook some gyros? Gyros? It's not gyros. I was corrected. And rightly so. If you're going to do something from another country, it's only right that you learn how to pronounce it. Jesus. Like tartiflette. Evening, mother. How are you? Hope all's well. I'll give it 5 minutes, people to clock on and say hello and who's cooking along and who isn't, and that's fine, and then we'll get cracking. If you haven't hit like already, and I know that Norris is on there. I'll tell you what, Kate, lovely catch up the other day. I really, it was very cathartic. I liked it. And I hope you know it was heartfelt and sincere, not me just being a bit boozy and blah, blah, blah. So, hey, cheers to you. How is everyone out there in the real world? So, you may or may not have seen, the family got a new addition. Oh, cool. Tell Sam I said hello. I look forward to seeing him the week after you're up. For those who are, I'll announce it to a bit. Actually, no. Okay. Spoiler alert, my mum's coming up again next weekend and we're going to do moussaka. Keeping it Greek, 2 weeks back to back. Or maybe we'll change that. We'll see. But the highlight is going to be my mother, let's be honest. Let me just turn this down a little bit. Because she came on and we did Cornish pasties, and yes, I know I've still got to upload that to the YouTube channel, which if you haven't subscribed to, all the recipes are up there in raw format, unedited. It's just what I do on the evening, and ping onto YouTube, and you can scroll through those and take some fakeaways. So we're up to fakeaway number 12 or 13. Inspired by a guy called Mike Smith, who owns what I consider one of the best gyms in Cheltenham, who he graciously has me on board for, Gyros. And so the guys from RLF, hello, the guys from JSA, because I do prep meals, this is now all combined into one big fakeaway. We're going to do the flatbreads. If you saw the videos earlier, they're already approved. Those there, I'm just going to cut that up into about 6 or 8. We're going to roll that out with some oil and then griddle that, so it's got some nice scorch marks. We've also got the chicken. I'll slow down a minute, coffee's kicking in. The chicken, which is marinated this afternoon. And what we're going to do, there's 2 ways of doing this. Now, because I've done a yoghurt marinade, I'm going to bake it in the oven. And what we do is we chop this oven. Oh, what's it? What's this? A Cotswold Living magazine. Wow, that must be a good read. Oh, look at that. And I think it's complimentary. It's free. Oh look, makeup and retirement homes. Good to be associated with those people. Oh, cheeky little article. Who's that? I don't know. Sorry, people just leave things lying around in this house. Crazy. 3 pages. Don't worry, Mum. I got a bundle from the guys, and I'll sign one for you. All right. Lovely jubbly. Right, shameless plugging it over. If you do live in the Cotswolds, grab it. If you don't live in the Cotswolds, get it online or get a friend to post it to you, like me. Hello, Kathy. How are you, my love? Walking the doglet. Well, yeah, speaking of which, our new edition is in a nippy, bitey kind of way. So we've had to basically tell her not to. And so, but she's getting better at fetch. Subtle. Right, Pip? Hey, come on, man. We're excited for the return of the ruggers. I am so excited. Tomorrow's Gloucester, really chuffed. Hello, wife. Hope everyone's behaving themselves in the front room. Right, without much further ado, if you're cooking along, get your oven up to about 180 fan, 190 regular. Yeah, no worries. Chris, if you're watching this, I've just seen your message. Yeah, we can postpone that completely, no problem. I have got your copy, Mum. I'll sign it with a Sharpie and you will be able to sell it when I'm rich and famous. Not if, when. Right, so first things first, guys, if you've got your chicken marinated, you need to get an onion and some skewers, and if you want to bake it. Now, why am I chopping it onto a metal tray? I don't know what. Right, just talk to me and I'll let you know how we're going. So if you're cooking along, I need you to pipe up, and if you're not, shut up. Okay, so those that are cooking along, I just want to hear from you. You're a bit boozed. Okay, well, fair play. My missus has done the same. She's had a hell of a week, and she likes to bookend her weeks with a busy Monday and a busy Friday, and the smug git still managed to run 4.5 miles. So, hashtag overachiever. So she's having a bit of a glass of fizz in the front room with the dog and Jack. Everyone's happy. Pippa's cooking. Who else is cooking? Evening, Kat. How are you? Where are the skewers? Oh, that's my wife being funny again. I couldn't find them, she found them straight away. So, what we're going to do is, can't win. It's going to take our slightly askew onion, make that short, level that off. I'm going to pop some skewers through the bottom. Comme ça. I'm going to do 3. Do as many as you like. Obviously, you can use metal ones. Just pop them through. And we're going to throw the chicken onto these spikes and put it in, bake it in the oven. I will hold some back in case any of you want this in a hurry. Now, the oven way of doing this takes about an hour. So obviously we won't all be here for that, because I mean, I know I can talk and I'm entertaining, but an hour of me, Jesus, I'll have to kick my own ass. So what we do is pop that on there. Now, if you want it in quicker than an hour, those cooking along, get a pan. The reason I'm doing it this way is because we've got a yogurty marinade. Oh, I don't know about yours, but mine smells divine. It will stick to the pan and you'll have a bit of a cleaning mission after you've cooked it. So if you want to do it quickly, just pan fry or bake your chicken. You can do that in about, you could see it on both sides and cook it for about 15 minutes in the oven. Or if you don't mind waiting an hour because you're a bit boozy, you just want to chill out, stick it on this tower and then it will come out all charred and lovely around the outside, and you can slice it off like you see in the kebab shops. Capiche? Good. Evening from South Africa. Look at this. Can we keep it clean, the little one? Because the little might want to mix the marinade. Oh, Tommy and Rose? Okay, yeah, well done, Mum. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Right, so Pippa McKean, not wife, are you ready to cook? And anyone else who's cooking along, can you chime up? Otherwise, I'm just going to crack on and then you'll be like, what did I miss? Are we happy? It's happy Friday, guys. I've been looking forward to this all week. So, what we're going to do is get the chicken on and then make the tzatziki while it's in the oven and then roll out our flatbreads and then we're done. Okay? I want to hold, reminds me to hold a little bit of chicken back so I can just quickly show you one pan fry. So we take our thighs, which we tenderised and marinated earlier, and we just drop it like it's hard, drop it like it's hard. You want to scrape a little bit of yogurt off. You don't want it too wet, shall we say. Just keep popping the chicken onto these skewers. Like I said, you can use metal. I've got wood. They've been soaked in water so they won't burn, plus the chicken will cover most of them. And we're just going to make this lovely little tower of chicken thigh. Now, the reason I use chicken thigh a lot more in my recipes is because it tastes better, it's got a fatty content, and any meat on the bone, like I said, if you watched the marination video earlier today, any meat on the bone is for winners. Okay? You get so much flavour from that bone. It takes a little bit longer to cook, but I can't big it up enough. So yeah, just rub a little bit of the yogurt off, get those spikes on, and you've got a nice tower of chicken. Okay, I'm going to save these two and I'm going to pan fry those so I can show you what I mean about the yogurt sticking. Just wash my hands and pop the lid on. Right, that is our gyros. Please help me with my pronunciation if you actually know. Evening, Dawn, how you doing? Steve, thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Melissa, friend of my wife. If you guys want to chat, get on WhatsApp. No, I'm joking. Right, right. So that's what I'm putting in the oven, and we're going to cook that 180 degrees with a fan, 190 if it's not a fan, and we're going to get a nice char, and that's going to take about an hour. So I'll go live again at 7:10. Okay. Tray on the bottom, obviously, because you've got to allow for the height of the spikes. Slide her in gently so you don't fall over like an absolute amateur. Done. Okay, these two I'll put in the pan fry in a minute. Okay, now that's in, we are going to do our flatbreads, okay? We'll move this out of the way. And we'll do our flatbreads. McKean, talk to me. Are you up to speed? Let me know. I will slow down if need be. I'm going to roll out our flatbreads, which I did for the chicken sheesh when I was a bit inebriated after my brother came down. Not this time though. Bit of oil. And if you were here earlier, the flatbread recipe is so simple. I did a video. It is equal parts self-raising flour and yogurt, plain yogurt, and a little bit of baking powder, okay? Now, if it's sticky, like mine is a little bit more flour. But that's been in the oven, in the fridge this afternoon. Evening, Ash, how you doing, mate? Okay, I was gonna need this. Yeah, Monica, by all means, I think a lot of people on the Fridays like to join in and have a bit of a giggle, but we'll cook it when they've got a bit more time. They haven't just come in from work. I'm fine with that, but I like to keep things consistent. And so it's gonna be Friday for the foreseeable future. This may be the very vast fake away. I might change it up to family cooking over the summer holidays, okay? Purely because you might need some simple recipes to keep the kids entertained. You might need some simple recipes that the kids will like to make as well. Like we can do big base lasagnas. Like I said, next week when the mum's up, we'll probably do some moussaka or something similar. So I'm gonna change it up. Don't worry, the website's gonna have all the fakeaways on it, the 12 to 13 that we've done, and lots of other things. And you can get lessons with me personally, or you can buy some videos and pick a dish as you see fit. It's going to be wonderful. I'm really excited about it. And as always, it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for you lovely people tuning in and sharing the love. So from me to you, thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Right, I'm going to chop this into about 8 or 6 pieces. It's a little bit sticky. I think I've gone a bit too heavy on the, I'm going to do 6. A bit too heavy on the yogurt on this. I need a bit more flour. But I did weigh it out, so I don't know why that's happened. It's annoying. Either way. Okay, and we want to make it into balls that are slightly bigger than a golf ball, okay? Just going to open a window because it's hot in here. And last time when I opened the back door, the dog came in and made a racket, so she's out. Evening, Paxo. How you doing, pal? Giles. Lasagnas. I've got that lasagna video somewhere. I did make it, Giles. I'm so sorry. You poor bloke. Right, let's get some oil on there. Right. McKean, you still up to speed? Anyone else cooking along? Low calorie lasagna. Yeah, just use vegetables instead, or turkey mince. Low calorie lasagna for the kids' summer holiday. See, thank you. My mum, my wife, my brother, and anyone who knows me very well will know my memory is shocking. So make sure you remind me of that, okay? I'll take that bowl to one side and replace it with a plate. So, here we go with the flatbreads, okay? Like I said, really simple, equal parts yogurt and flour and a little bit of baking powder. And then you just want to dust your rolling pin, roll it out to the size that you want. You can have them thick, you can have them thin, and ultimately, yes, of course, you can go to the shop and get some wraps, tortilla wraps, whatever you want. It's a kebab gyros. Someone please help with that pronunciation. I do not speak Greek, but I do love the Mediterranean food, so here we go. So roll out your flatbread if you're baking them, 2 as big as you like, pop them on a plate and repeat, okay? 2 seconds, guys, I'm gonna wash my hands again, and then we'll make the tzatziki, and then I'll make a gyros for you guys in the pan, and that's us. Right, who else we got? Chloe, hello. Oh, hello. I will try not to pick my nose, be in the pub, or swear too much, okay? World's biggest critic at 14 years old, whatever she is. Just waiting for the oven, making half quantity, so all good. Well done, mate. Nikki, hello. No, it's okay, love. I thought, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, it's not JSA. That's usually on Sundays. This is here, so I'm glad for making it. Okay, let me just show you what I've done. There's 2 ways of doing this. You can pan fry it if you're in a rush, or bake it in the oven if you've got an hour. So that's your call. I'm doing both. Basically, if you get an onion, slice it in half, put some skewers in it, put all the chicken on the skewers, and then put the top of the onion oven on, and bang it in an oven at 180 degrees fan, 190 if you've got an electric old piece of kit. Hope that helps. Oliver, how you doing? Claire, how you doing? Hope you're all well. Nikki, me and you'll talk. McKean's up to speed, so just fire away. Everyone shut up for a sec and let Nikki catch up. What do you need, my love? Oh my days, this is so sticky. Live TV, right? Not like you can just record it and do it again. So, guys, we've got a veggie lasagna. No, we've got lasagna, a low fat lasagna for next week maybe, or moussaka with my mum. We've got these gyros tonight that are a prep meal for gym buddies and you lot. And then you didn't say hi to me. I did say hello, Chloe. Come on, I said I'm not picking my nose. I'm not in the pub. And the other thing that you dissed me for, swearing, I imagine. So I did say hello. Get over yourself. Jesus. High maintenance teenager. Whoa. Anyway, hello, Chloe. Good evening. I hope you're well. I'm on chicken. Thanks for that refresh. We'll shout when I'm onto flatbreads. No worries. Don't you apologise, sweetheart. If it's not clear where to find me anymore, I'm gonna have to up my marketing techers, isn't I? It is hot in here, guys. I do apologise. So we're just making these flatbreads nice and easy. Now, if this was a stock video, not live, I'd have done this all time lapse like I did earlier. So I will fill. You can ask questions, and that's how we get things moving along. I wash my hands, disappear out of shot, blah, blah, blah. Life's a good one. I watch my son chase my wife around the garden. Honestly, my life isn't perfect, but it's bloody close. She's obviously not watching anymore because the boy's chasing her with a rake. Right, so I've got 6 flatbreads and I should have added more flour at the beginning. Got flour on my laptop. This is going so well. But you're all here and I appreciate that. I really, really do. It's been amazing. I can't wait for the website to go live. The guy who's doing my website, my mate Winnie up in Manchester, he doesn't watch this because he's not on Facebook. He goes, get it on YouTube and I'll watch it. Well, flipping heck. So, what you're watching now, I literally just throw it all together and upload it to YouTube. And if you subscribe, you'll see all the fakeaways that I've done. Instead of having to scroll through my Insta or the Facebook group that you're in now, just go on the YouTube, subscribe, and they're all up there. They're named, you've got the KFC, you've got the Big Mac. Do it now. Don't be, oh yeah, I'll do it when I'm the next time. Just click another bar open on your laptop or whatever you're reading on your phone and click on my YouTube channel and subscribe. Do me a solid, yeah? I see who subscribes when that happens, so I'll know who's done it and who hasn't. Yeah? Good. Right, Kathy, back with Doglet. Not going to catch up. G&T on hand. Nice. Cook it tomorrow. Cook it whenever you like. It will, like I said, it will be on YouTube. Feel free to ask questions and request things. The website is going to be a monster. I'm just going to cook and throw it up on the internet with my chat. And if you want private lessons for Christmas dinner, for Easter dinner, for a special occasion, all the things I've done in my entire career will be at your disposal. I've done it in America via FaceTime like this. I've done it in the UK, and it's one of my favourite things to do. I just want everyone else out there, and I know COVID came along and I got more people at home watching, but I just think everyone should have basic skills and then go up and up and up. I mean, you build on some solid foundations, and so you can be confident in your kitchen when you want guests over or you're just cooking for your family, that you can go in there without stressing and knock out some really decent grub, really simply. I know Jamie Oliver did this over lockdown, but I don't know many people who've got the ingredients in their larder that people in London do. I think it's just London. I'm being massively unfair there. I'm sure there's some Cotswold homes with star anise coming out the ears and all the rest of it. But I'm scaling it back. I want it to be simple. You can't bowl straight in. And in an ideal world, when you want to go and eat fancy, you'll part with your hard-earned cash and go to the real good places, the independents, the guys trying to make it. Guys like my friend Steve Terry and Nick Devil Smith over in where's the Churchill Arms in the Cotswolds, Paxford, and the Hardwick and Abergavenny. Those boys are cooking and they're doing very great food and they're independent, so go and check them out, okay? That's what you spend your money on. I'll keep it nice and cheap and simple. Thanks for calling me Benjamin Spud. That's you out, I might delete that. Monica, cool, well done. Thank you for subscribing. And everyone else, everyone happy? Cook along people, Pippa and Nikki. Come at me, where you at? Oh my God, I'm just gonna go spare. Sugar high. Right, cook along people, are you there? Mark calling Orson. Chicken is out, ready to go. Flatbread dough, out, and ready to go. Right, have you done, so do you have a stack of flatbreads like that? Subscribe, thank you Samantha for listening and doing. That is all I ask. We're going to do these flatbreads, we're going to let them cool on the side, and then we're going to do the tzatziki. Then I'm going to chop up some lettuce and some bits. My tomatoes got stolen, so I'm not chopping that up. And that will be us. And the stuff in the oven, I'll go live again at 7:15. Chicken's just going in. Are you doing the oven? Right, okay, Nikki, take your time, no worries. A little bit behind. That's not a bad thing. Like lifting weights, I'd rather have you get your technique on point instead of lifting too heavy. I know this, bear with me. I'd rather you take your time and get it all done perfectly than rush. And that's true of any kind of restaurant service. If you're waiting for your food, it's because the chefs want it to be perfect. Okay, God, I came across a bit like Gordon Ramsay then. Ugh. Cool. Right, oven chicken, well done. That's the best way to do it in my humble opinion. I'll show the rest of the world how to do it in a pan. It'll tidy up. And you can watch me cook these flatbreads. Now, nice high heat on a skillet or a frying pan, completely up to you. Yeah, if you haven't hit like already and love, who's that smashing the love button? Is that my cousin or someone I may have paid? Please. Thanks, Pip. Well, it's for the people in the gyms who I'm doing this for mainly, is the JSA and RLF. I said to Matt this morning, I was in the gym, I did deadlift, I got to 130 kegs and it felt good. It's one of my favourite moves, but I'd always start light, always, because I want my technique to be flawless, bang on perfect. For two reasons. A, good habits, same as anything else. B, I don't want to injure myself, I'm 40, I don't want to go bowling in there with shit technique, sorry. Poor technique, trap bar, lift it with my shoulders hunched over like an absolute moron, like so many people. Right, back to the flatbreads. Sorry, a little digression. Bit of oil. There we go, just a little bit. Oil goes a long way if you ever put it in. It's not quite hot enough. We're just going to cook them and get nice and charred and toasty, and then put them to the side to rest. Everyone happy? Humble brag. Oh, you're back watching, are you, Pip? Not running around the garden with our son. Why are you putting throw up? Humble. Oh, what? I'm getting rinsed by the missus. Oh, I know why. She's had some Bucks fizz, isn't it? I love you. Get a stone thrown through the window in a minute. Right. Mum, you still there? Kate, you still there? My wife's picking on me. Can you stick up for me, please? Okay, so Nikki and Pip, if you're not making flatbreads or you are making flatbreads, we've rolled them out as you showed. I will repeat myself because I can't, and they're quite delicate, my ones. I'm going to put a bit of oil on there in case. No, I'm not. Don't move it. That'll probably stick now I've done that. Hello. Hope you're well. Long time no see, Fox. If you and Norris are both here, then that's the whole gang, isn't it? Kathy, thank you ever so much. If you're wondering why people are saying subscribe, it's because I have a YouTube channel with everything on. Everything. From Cornish pasty pastry to the KFC we did right at the beginning of Friday Night Fakeaway. It's all on there. You just click and watch me in the background. Like I said, most people just mute me. But it's there and it's for you guys. So we've got the lovely, lovely heat going through that flatbread. That's such a simple recipe, right? Yogurt and self-raising flour with a bit of baking powder. Equal parts yogurt and flour, 5 grams, teaspoon of baking powder. And you've got yourself flatbreads. And yet people are going to the shops where they've got 300 different ingredients in them. Hang on, there's some here. Only because I wanted to see what it was. Look at the amount of ingredients. That's all ingredients, phosphates and preservatives and... Sorry, I forgot that Tommy and Rosemary watches. Flip it. I mean, look, that. Got the self-raising and the baking powder, making it nice and puffy like a pancake. I'm going to put in some cream cheese, some tzatziki, and some red onions, some tomato and lettuce, some sliced cabbage, whatever you want to put. The more veggies, the merrier. Always load up things with veggie. Oh, I froze, sorry. Seafood dishes. Seafood. Okay, yeah, no stress. Hey Jody, how you doing, mate? Thanks, bro. Yeah, so easy. So easy. This is what it's all about. I want you guys to be in the kitchen, not scared to try stuff or start out cooking. Some of you will be like intermediate, some of you will be advanced, some of you will be basic, there'll be knife skills, like I said, it'll all be on the website and you can pay for the privilege. They're great and so easy. Thank you, Hayden. Thank you very much. That's great to hear. Right, so there's our flatbreads, nice and charred. Oh, it's warm. Oh, it's warm. So I'm going to do all 6 of those while Nikki catches up. Then we're going to make some tzatziki. And then I might even be able to fill enough to get there. I'd like some seafood dishes too. Okay, so fish is on the menu. No worries. So again, nice hot skillet. Get the flatbread on. It's got a bit of oil on there just for a little bit of lube. Okay, there's oil on the bench. It's quite delicate, but yeah. Anyway, enough about the simplicity of the flatbread. Let's get on with some tzatziki, okay? We're going to need a bowl, or a jug, and I'm going to use the rest of the yogurt that I use for the marinade and the what's the other thing I use it for? I forget. So that's a kilo top. I'd say that's about 450 to 500 grams, okay? In she goes. Obviously, quantities wise, you can half that, double it, whatever you like. I don't know what you're doing at home, but you know what I'm doing and I'm going to show you how to make tzatziki. Now, in another bowl, I'm going to mince together everything and then I'm going to add it to the yogurt, because if you add it to the yogurt now, it will get lost and you'll be going through your tzatziki or any sauce that you make, and then there'll be a pocket of garlic and you'll be like, oh God, why did I do that? So, in another bowl, I'm going to do the garlic lemon juice. And the reason there's garlic lemon juice in, it takes the potency of the garlic away. Whoa, forgot that one. Chat a lot. Norris, you're usually good at reminding me that I'm going on a bit and I need to do something. Where were you, eh? We're good. We're good. That is perfect. I don't know what I was worried about. Flatbread dough. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, okay. My family hilarious. So, cloves of garlic. 3 thereof. We all good? Right, flatbread number 2 done. Let's get number 3 on. Lovely. 3 cloves of garlic. Yogurt is there, ready and waiting. Tzatziki is really simple and really, really flavourful. And back to you gym guys, JSA and the RLF, healthy. It's got full of protein. Where's my son? Hello, Jack. Do you want to say hello? We're live to at least 3 people. Granny Seaside's there and cousin Kate. Do you want to say hello?
The poo bag.
Okay, for the dog. Sorry guys, real life. It's fine. It's fine. It's a poo bag. No, it's fine.
Not to go with the flatbread.
Yeah, not to go. Yeah. Oh, thanks for that, love. People are trying to cook and eat here. Okay, so son needed. Oh, the dog's in there now. The dog's in, so we could have disruptions. This is brilliant. Why would you go anywhere else? It's all real and live. So my son needs a flatbed or something in the garden, and the dog's just snuck into a little sleeping mat in the corner. Couldn't make it up. Meanwhile, I'm sweating. So I'm just going to open the back door, save my flatbread, obvs, and open the back door because it's hot, and then the dog can get out. Stand by, caller. Okay, so back to our tzatziki. 3 cloves of flatbread, 3 cloves of garlic, grated on this wonderful bit of kit, which I always bang on about. How are we doing? Well, how much yogurt? I've done about 400 to 500 grams because I had the rest of whatever's left from the marinade, mate. So, whatever you want. Let me know how much you're doing and I'll change the quantities. So yeah, excuse the background information, noises and bits. Yes, 100% you can make the flatbreads beforehand. In fact, yeah, I would have done, but I needed to show you guys again. If you tuned it, oh, that one's torn. Nothing's fine, I'm torn. We'll be right. Yes, you can make the flatbreads in advance. On the website, the famous website that's coming, there'll be sections about kitchen techers and getting ahead of the game. So, for example, if you're doing a roast dinner for Christmas for 20 people, 10 people, whatever, how much you can prep in advance the day before, okay? Like my roast dinners, I make the Yorkies the day before because then I have time. Sorry, let me just wash my hand. Then I have time and oven space if I make the Yorkies the day before and just reheat them. Capiche? Right. Garlic. Slow down there. Into a bowl. I want to mix this up with some white vinegar, salt and pepper. Okay? Slow down. That's me, not you guys. A little bit of white vinegar. It's a tablespoon. Yeah, Nikki, how much? Hey, everyone loves Jack. Yeah, woo, Jack. I'm right here, guys. I have feelings. Best salt you can find. A lot of recipes you find on the internet are like kosher salt. Cool. But in England, we've got this Malden sea salt. That's cool. Pinch of that. Then we've got to get a lemon. That's the one thing I was missing. What a lemon. Okay, and then the juice of one lemon. If you were watching earlier, you hold your hand underneath it so the pips don't get into your sauce. So garlic, salt, lemon, pepper's going to go in a minute, olive oil, and then we're going to grate up some cucumber, and that'll be our tzatziki, okay? Everyone happy? Can I use white wine vinegar? Yep, no problem. Thanks, Monica, appreciate that. Could you make the flat? Yeah, you can. Hi, Jack. Cool, I've caught up, I think. Nikki, I don't know how much yogurt you've got, but this is 450 to 500 grams. 1 lemon, 3 cloves of garlic so far. Flatbread. Beautiful. No, right. How are you all doing, guys? I'm feeling confident. I'm loving life. I haven't burnt myself or my child. And we're making tzatziki. So let's bind lemon juice, garlic. Lemon juice, like I said, it softens the garlic flavour. Salt and pepper. A bit of extra virgin olive oil, about a tablespoon, which is that much. And sorry, just checking my flatbread. Everyone's caught up. And now we've got the cucumber, the pièce de résistance. Beautiful. Right, so with the cucumber, I'm going to teach you some techers here. We need about for mine, I need about 3/4 of this. I'll save some for Jack and his salad at the weekend. Top and tail it, we're going to peel it. If you're going to do cucumber properly, just score the plastic like that. You see that line? And you're out, okay? Instead of bruising it by pushing it through like it's some kind of prophylactic or something. All right? Lovely. And last but not least, that's my 6th flatbread. Well done, us. Okay, so the chicken's got about another half an hour, so we might have to have a little break, or just sit and chill and chat. Evening, Paul Robertson, how are you? I don't know why I did that so formally. Evening, mate, you all right? So, for the cucumber, get rid of that coarse skin. Speed peelers are the way forward. You don't want the ones that look like this. Trust me, when you're in a kitchen and you do this over and over again, your thumb will absolutely buckle after about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. So speed peelers, 2 or 3 quid, up to about £5. Get them in your life, don't be an idiot. And that's just looking after yourself, okay? Then we've got 2 ways of doing this. I'm going to show you. Cut that in half. Can you see that? You don't want this. You don't want the seeds. They're too watery. So you can trim around it. Go like this. 1, 2, 3, before. Got the little bit there. Don't waste it. Or you can take it, cut it down the middle, and take a teaspoon and just scrape it out. So you've got like a half moon. Capiche? Good. And we're going to grate this on a regular cheese grater. Now, credit to my mum. Again, she's a wonderful woman. I love her very, very much. She's very patient, as is my wife, because you need a lot of tolerance, ask her around. She got me this grater. Oh man, I nearly forgot about the last flatbread. Could have absolutely butchered it. Oh, that one's a little bit over, but hey ho. She got me this wicked cool cheese grater. Amazing bit of kit. Comes apart so you can store it properly. Don't put any blades in the dishwasher. If you put things in the dishwasher, me and you can't be friends. No wood, no blades in the dishwasher. Again, another tip on the website. And we're just going to grate our cucumber. I like my bits and pieces a bit chunky. Sounds a little bit rude. So I'm going on the big grating setting so you can actually see and feel the cucumber in the tzatziki, okay? So just grate your cucumber as you see fit. Need to fast forward. I need a fast. That is Brecon Beacon gin. What, mum, you need to be a bit more specific there, love. I don't know what that means. Need to fast forward. What do you mean? Well, this is live, mum. I can't fast forward life. Otherwise, there'd be a picture of me on a boat with millions after this goes onto the proper telly. Can you be more specific, please, instead of throwing me off my game? Right. I'm grating cucumber. Mum wants me to fast forward something. For fuck's sake. It's Brecon gin, Kate, and it's from Morrison's, and it's actually very nice for a cheaper bottle. Hendrick's is obviously my fave. I don't get on with pink gin. Yeah, I know you didn't ask. I don't get on with pink gin, and that's all we need to know, really. Right, so go over to the sink and squeeze some of the moisture out of the cucumber. Salad things like lettuce and cucumber and everything, they retain a lot of water and don't bode well for some sauces and dressings. Sometimes you want the extra liquid, but not for tzatziki. So we're going to roll that around the garlic, the olive oil, the vinegar, the salt and the pepper, and then we're going to add it to the yogurt. Are we all together? Are we all with me? Right, okay, so mix that up. The reason we do it this way is like coleslaw. If you do all the vegetables beforehand, you get a much more even spread, and you don't have to worry about claggy bits. You know, when you make your own homemade coleslaw, if you're making a bundle, you'll go through it and it'll be lovely in mayonnaise, and then you've got like one little hot pocket of just raw veg with no mayo because you haven't mixed it together properly. So mix it together like that, and then add it to your yogurt. Well done, guys. You still with me? Haven't bored you to tears? Appreciate that. Mum, what's the fast? Yeah, Mum, you just answer questions about cheese graters and potato mashers. So there's my tzatziki. Like I said, lovely and garlicky. Lemon to just mellow out the garlic a little bit. Salt, pepper, olive oil, bit of vinegar, and a hell of a load of yogurt. Again, with the yogurt, protein-filled goodness. If you want to get the diet stuff or the low-fat stuff, by all means, please do. And we're there. Okay, so because the oven will take another half an hour, I'm just going to have a quick clean down. If you've got any questions, now's the time. Then I'm going to cook the remaining 2 fillets in a pan to show you what it should look like at the end. Okay? Loving your work. Mum, I'm going to call you after this to ask you what you meant by fast forward. So be prepared. Maybe get yourself a gin as well, because I'm going to come at you. Throw me off my game. I don't know what you meant. Do you know, right? I've watched some live celebrity chefs on the TV, and they're obviously trained and know everything back to front. But talking and cooking seems to be my forte. If you bring rugby into it, that's me golden. I said to a good friend of mine, Jo, met up with her for a little bit of a kick up the bum on Cooking with Coots. I said to her, listen, it's just, if it's rugby and food, I'm pretty much all right. Who's Birch Kreischer? Corey. I'm sure you're taking the mickey, but I'm not down with the kids. And you're like a street rat, aren't you? About 12 years old. And I came to see you at the brew house and go for yourself. Right, I'm going to shred some lettuce to go in my little gyro. Like I said, I haven't got tomatoes because they got liberated by the family. Fair play. Should have put it. It's my own fault. I should have put it in the garage fridge, where all my work stuff is. So I'm just going to shred some lettuce quickly. Make sure the core's out. Take all that chunky root bit out. As fine as you can make it. There's nothing worse than a bit of lettuce that's super chunky to get through, and then it pulls all the mayonnaise out of your kebab, and it's left all over your chin when you're half cut at 2 in the morning. Not that I do that anymore, I've got a family. It's all about the lunchtime drink. Right. Okay, we're up to speed. Ian just said you're massively more confident than when he watched you last. Oh, that's very kind. Thanks, Ian, mate. I know we've never met, but I appreciate that. And I think a lot of it comes from practice and just keep on doing things. And my mum said you've got to be consistent, and I consistently come on here to make a fool of myself every Friday at 6 o'clock. So I'm glad that the confidence is coming through and it's a bit more fluid. There have been ones where I've been either boozed or tired, and I don't think they've been a great show, but I've been really geared up for this one. I've been really excited. I know the 2 gym groups will benefit from it, and hopefully so will everyone else. Okay, I'm just going to wash my hands, but I thank you for your kind words. Let's do this. We're going to finish off in a minute, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. So take a pan. That one's a bit overkill. I'll get rid of that one. Maybe I'll use this one that I did the flatbreads on. Get some heat under that. Frying pan's fine. Anything's fine. Don't freak out. Don't cry about it. Bit of oil, bit of lube, because, like I said, that yoghurt is going to stick to that skillet like to a blanket, alright? So, get some lube on there, get some oil. Probably the most unhealthy part of this, carbs and calories wise, is the flour for our lovely homemade flatbreads. What we're going to do, that one's a bit crispy, I'm going to cook this. The stuff in the oven's still good, but it just needs it needs an hour. This is going to take about 15 minutes, and then that'll see out the hour, and you'll all know what you're doing. Everyone happy? Can you chat through what you store in the fridge and what you don't? Oh yes, of course. So, for me, everything goes in the fridge. Potatoes, maybe not, and some strong root vegetables that can withstand changes in temperature, whether it be a sunny day or a rainy day. Like down there, I've got garlic, onions, sweet potato, that's it. Even parsnips and carrots get into the fridge. It depends how long you want the food to last. Now, I know for a fact my mother keeps tomatoes and eggs at room temperature. That's perfectly fine, and I'll tell you for why. A cold tomato doesn't taste the same as a room temperature tomato. But when you're working in a commercial kitchen, you need things to last forever. You don't want to waste anything that's profit. So I have got into a habit of just keeping everything in the fridge. If you want to know what you can store at room temperature, at the age of 40 something, no, I'm joking. Right, I've got some oil on there. It's getting to heat. So I store everything in the fridge. Just that's force of habit. In the restaurant, like I said, we want things to last forever so we don't lose out on money and profit. But root veg can stay at room temperature. I think Mum's got a cupboard under the sink still. You'll find garlic, onions, potatoes, carrots. In that respect, obviously things that spoil, high risk things. Once it's cooked, rice, fridge. It's basically quite straightforward. What else do I have outside? That's it. Just root veg and bread. And if you want things to come at room temperature, like your tomatoes for taste, which is fair, get it out the day before and leave it on the side. Right. Like I said, third, final time, that yoghurt is going to stick to this, but I just wanted to say you can bake it in the oven. If you want to go and entertain your guests, you just leave it in there for an hour. If you're doing chicken gyros for guests, fair play to you, I want to come to your house for a party. You can barbecue grill them and pan fry them, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our flatbread. We'll keep the grill marks on the outside so it looks pretty. And now normally, if this was a real tomato and I had some red onion, I'd have tomato, red onion. You can use green peppers. You can put some Kalamata olives in it. I'm just going tzatziki and lettuce. Like I said, you can get tomato, green peppers, olives, red onion, and put whatever you like in it. Even Mo, how you doing? You can put bananas in the fridge when they're at the rightness. There you go, look. I don't need to be here, do I? Mum's taken over. Standard. Wait till next week when she comes on. Right, it's a bit too much oil there, so I'm just going to lose a bit. There we go. Okay, so the main one in the oven is still going strong. It's nice and charred. I will do a video of that, not live because you don't need to see it, of me carving it and putting it into one of these. But for now, I'm just going to show you this. I'm going to need a new board. There she is. For the meat. Move that out of the way for a sec. Who else? Aaron, hello mate. We're still good for Monday. That'd be amazing. Oh, I got discombobulated with new friends coming in. Ooh, friends! Friday night friends! So, for those that joined late and you live in the Cotswolds, I was in this August edition of Cotswold Living. A lovely article written by a gentleman called Chris Heald, who's been championing my cause from the very start. So, thank you to him. Right, I'm just going to turn the chicken. Way, there we go. Flambe. Show. Get it nice and charred, and then we're going to slice it up, pop it on there, and pretend that there's some red onion and tomato on there, and then that side is Gyros. Who are you blowing kisses at, Mum? Me or Kate? What's on it? There we go. Mum's got it going on. Right. Sorry for the neglect. Cook along, people. Nikki and Pippa. How are we faring, girls? Talk to me, Goose. I know it's hard while you're cooking, but I can't help you help yourself if I don't know what you're doing. Cheeky little tip, if you've got a lid, glass or otherwise, and you don't want your chicken to dry out, whether it be in a wok for stir fry or you're just doing it on the barbecue or whatever, this is what we call in the industry as a cloche. You know when the Queen has dinner, that big silver dome that goes over her dinner? Cloche. Now, what will happen is, and you've probably heard this before if you've tuned in, the heat will come up and rise and it will condensate and turn to steam. So it's not drying the chicken out, it's keeping it nice and moist. So when we were working in the burger places and other restaurants, and you don't want dry chicken, who does? We'd cloche it, and so it would cook itself from the bottom, hit the roof and cook itself from the top, therefore not drying out and evaporating into the air and staying nice and juicy, and cooking quicker if you're in a bit of a rush. Oh, well, up yours then, Mum. So, how's everyone's weekend looking? And how many people, if you do cook this, please could you bang it on social media and tag me so everyone sees how great I am. Oh, yeah, what do you use for vegan chicken? Oh my God, you guys are rocking it. Nikki and Pippa, sous chefs extraordinaires, smashing it out the park. And all you've got to do is sit back and drink a glass of wine while that oven bakes that chicken for you. Mine's probably fallen over, but I'll get it out at... In fact, you know what, I might probe it now and see what's going on. Probe it. Right, let me turn down that chicken so we don't burn out of it. Oh, and see how the tower of chicken is going. We might get lucky. Where's my probe? There we go. So, tenner, less or less, a probe. For anyone that's nervous about cooking chicken, pork, sausages, whatever, digital reader, you want it 75 degrees for chicken or 70 to 75, that's at 30, that's the room temperature, so I'm hot. Yeah, Nikki and Pippa have done ever so well. Well done, Mum, you kiss her. Oh yeah, it's fallen over. I'm alright with that. Stand by. Always close your oven. 2 reasons. Pets and kids being the first one. The second reason is it will lose its heat. So when you put it back in, it'll probably be about 100 degrees instead of 190, where you want it. Okay, so this is what it takes an hour. That's currently, you have to take my word for it. Let's see if I can make this happen without dropping it. At 55 degrees. Chicken at 55 degrees will kill you. So that's going to go back in the oven. But these are great bits of kit. This and the garlic plate. If you don't get anything else, just get those and you'll spend a maximum of 20 quid, I guarantee it. Right, let's get that back in there and hope she doesn't fall over. No! Toe rag. Stand by. Please don't fall over. Stop falling over. Stop falling over. Right, I'm just going to prop this up with something. 2 seconds. Right, so it does need a full hour. That was 40 minutes. And it was at 55 degrees. Meanwhile, our chicken here feels done. That's what I mean. The yogurt, not great for your pan. It's going to be a bit of a scrubbing mission for me. But you'll get to see the finished article for those that are putting it in the oven, the ones that are cooking along. Oh, sorry, off shot there. And then we just chop it up. Obviously the tower in the oven looked really cool because I'll get a carving knife and you've got the tower like this, and you just, like it is in the kebab house, where you just shave down the side and you've got lots of lovely bits of chicken. That's cooked. That's cooked. So we've got this lovely marinated, garlicky, cuminy, coriandery, paprika-y, cayenne chicken. Char in the pan. The yogurt's obviously, like I said, made it stick. Let's get that to one side. Bring back our lovely board of vegetableness and not meat. There we are. Pop that into our flatbread with the pretend red onions and tomatoes. Then wrap it up. And that, guys, is my fake away gyro. Gyros. With more veggies, preferably. The chicken. Well, bit more heat. Maybe some chili flakes last minute would be great. But it tastes lovely. It's tender because It's tender because we've used the thigh. It's got a higher fat content than breast, but it bakes well. The thigh will bake better because of the fat. It will bake well. If you did breast in the oven, it would dry out. Okay, so that's why we use the thigh, and it tastes better. So, homemade flatbreads with yogurt and self-raising flour, a marinated chicken and some veggies, a tzatziki, which we made from scratch in about 5-10 minutes. Better than the shops by a country mile. And a takeaway. Look at that. Come on. Chili sauce, boss. Extra salad. You've got that lovely. Excuse me. You've got that lovely coolness of the tzatziki to combat the heat if you spiced up your chicken. Wrapped in homemade, lovely and light because of the self-raising flour and the baking powder. So it's not dense, horrible wrap that you might get from the supermarket. And I don't know what your skill set is at home, but that for me is a fairly easy fake away. Guys, if you've got any questions, I'm just going to tidy up for the last 5 minutes to take it up to an hour, and then I'm going to say goodbye to the boy. Good night to the boy, sorry. Any questions, get it on there. Like I said, share it, like it, get it on the social platforms and subscribe to YouTube. There's going to be more to come. I'm really pumped about the website. It's taken a little longer than expected, but I've sort of still got a regular job and a family that I like spending time with. So that's why. Fire me. Yeah, come at me with any questions. I'm going to have a little tidy up. Can almost smell it. Bless you. Thank you ever so much for joining in and sharing and commenting and making my evening worthwhile, I guess. If I was talking to myself, it would be a complete waste of time. I'm just going to eat this over here, but if you've got any questions, fire them over now while I tidy up. Oh my God. Oh my, Oh yes. I love Mediterranean food. Just simple, light, generally healthy. All good here, Goops. Just leaving ours for a little longer. We'll send pictures. Thank you very much. Cheers, Dandy. Appreciate that feedback. Pippa and Nikki, thank you so much for cooking along. I hope you learnt a little bit. It didn't stress you out too much. And I hope yours tastes as good as mine, which it should do. You followed me from this morning. You've marinated your chicken. Guys, try the recipe. If you do try it, show me some credit. Tag me on Insta and Facebook and all that jazz. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. All the recipes we've done for Friday Night Fakeaway, plus a few others are up there. The pizzas, KFC, Big Mac, the Whopper, the Wagamamas, the Nando's, whatever else we've done over the last 12 weeks. All on the YouTube channel, which I will funkify once I get a little bit more tech savvy. Thanks, Pippa. Guys, have a wonderful weekend. We'll be making tomorrow. Well done, Samantha. Good skills. Again, share the love. Guys, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to this evening all week, and it didn't disappoint. Everything went okay. A few slip-ups on the swears, bit of fire. And let's get me on the telly. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? And I'll take you all with me. We'll all party on a yacht in the Mediterranean, eating gyros. Gyros. Lovely. I'll stop waffling. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Thank you so much. Hi, guys. Right, so listen up. We've just done a chicken gyros, which is like a Greek flat. We've got the flatbread, shredded lettuce, Tztaziki, homemade, everything homemade flatbread. And now, the moment of truth, the actual gyro tower, the gyros tower. So you've got this lovely charred tower. There's an onion at the bottom, there's an onion at the front, at the top. And that's the tower that you'll see spinning around in your like Friday night takeaway joint, okay? And hopefully my knife is sharp enough. If not, stand by. I'm just gonna spear this with my carving fork. Out and catch my finger with the skewer, and you just shave off bits from the side like you would see anywhere on the high street. Look at that, just falls off. Like I said, we've used chicken thigh. It lasts better in the oven. If you use breast, it would dry out. So I'm going to char those bits up, and then I'm going to let that rest on the tray like that. Yeah, it'll fall over. That's done. And then we're going to take a plate, obviously, because we're not complete heathens. We'll take a plate. We're going to put our flatbread on the plate. We're going to get a nice, healthy bit of tzatziki. The lovely thing about tzatziki is it cuts through any heat. So if you've added cayenne pepper to your marinade or chili, that lovely cool yogurt will just dissipate the heat a little bit. And you've got that lovely garlic cucumber bit. So there's your tzatziki. Shredded lettuce. There was going to be tomato and red onion. You can have green pepper. You can even put olives in this. And then some bits of the chicken, like this. Nice char bit. And there we are. Homemade fakeaway gyros. I'm just going to roll that up off camera because, well, might not go right. I'm joking. I just don't have space. Roll it over. And there we are. Feast your eyes on that. Watch back the video. Enjoy. If you do make it, please tag me and post me, like everything these days. Fire me up onto the socials. And this will be on YouTube shortly, along with every other fakeaway I've done for the last 12 weeks during lockdown. Enjoy. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. All you lots. Bye.